Buried deep in the Welsh mountains are 3 terrifying locations where the super sexy girl band The Saturdays will spend a nerve-wracking night of horror in the company of tormented souls.
Oh my God, she's here.
Yvette Fielding brings to bear her years of experience of the other world to help guide 5 petrified pop stars through the twisting, dark corridors of fear. Awaiting our 5 glittering ghost hunters is a night of emotionally challenging revelations, which they will certainly never forget.
Good evening and welcome to Wern in North Wales, which is home to 3 of the scariest locations I've ever experienced. Accompanying me on a terrifying adventure into the unknown are 5 young girls who have taken the charts by storm. Yes, this is Ghost Hunting with The Saturdays.
Frankie, Una, Rochelle, Mollie and Vanessa are The Saturdays, known for their sassy hits and sultry dance moves. With a string of top 10 hits, including Forever Is Over, Ego and Just Can't Get Enough, these 5 temptresses are set to be wooing fans for years to come.
I miss missing you sometimes. I miss hurting you till you cry.
The gorgeous girls are used to exercising their vocal cords, but tonight's frightening tour will have them singing to a different tune. Led by Mistress of Ceremonies Yvette Fielding, The Saturdays will come face to face with the supernatural.
Go on, girl. Right, you ready?
The surreal.
I don't think it was the marble, I think it was the ghost. The marble.
And the downright sinister.
Can you throw something?
No,
Can you touch one of the girls?
Please don't say that! Please, I might be saying. Stop.
Foxy Frankie might see herself as a bit of a rebel, but by the end of tonight, she'll be longing for the quiet life.
I'm feeling weird at the minute. I'm feeling quite chilled out about it, which is worrying me.
Make it louder.
Mollie is the poshest of the group, always chirpy and upbeat, but by the end of the night, who knows how she'll cope.
The girls have been trying to scare me in the car on the way up here, but I'm actually feeling fine.
Please just let me out. I don't want that to drop on my head. Please, stop it.
Vanessa is the youngest and the quietest of the bunch, but she's got a powerful set of lungs which will be tested to the full during tonight's quest.
I'm absolutely petrified about going on this hunt, but I want to see what happens.
Irish beauty Una is the eldest and toughest of the group. When she wants something, she gets it. But tonight, she may get more than she bargained for.
I think as the time approaches and it's getting sooner and all that, and it'll get darker, everyone's going to start getting really scared. Are you still here or is there someone else?
Statuesque Rochelle has great leadership qualities, but she might end up leading from the rear on tonight's terror test.
I'm surprisingly okay at the minute about tonight's ghost hunt, but we'll see what happens later. Oh my God, something blew on my neck and I'm not kidding.
Guiding and protecting the girls throughout tonight's dark adventure is Yvette Fielding. What terrors and torments will they face together?
Can you move something in this room?
No.
Also on hand for emotional support and advice is psychologist Professor Jeffrey Beattie, who could be very busy tonight.
Ghost hunting takes people out of the world with which they're familiar and puts them in a very unfamiliar world. Dark, scary, full of meaning and emotion. And it can produce very illuminating psychological effects. It reveals aspects of personality, group dynamics and relationships. Now, in paranormal terms, I don't know what's out there, but I do know that this kind of situation produces some of the most intense psychological responses you will ever see. And that's what makes tonight a particularly interesting evening.
Tonight, the Saturdays will visit 3 horrifying locations in and around Wern Manor. Eerie Wern nestles within the Welsh Mountains and has been home to eccentrics and paupers for more than 400 years. In its various guises as a First World War hospital, an orphanage for evacuees, and a care home for the elderly, it served as the final resting place for many of its occupants. With links to the Grand Old Duke of York and Lawrence of Arabia, its walls resonate with the spirits of its previous guests. It has a history of caring for the sick and elderly, but not everyone who resided or worked here enjoyed a comfortable stay. Our valiant quintet are to face their worst nightmares, and even their most heartfelt beliefs may be challenged.
I'm religious, and like I'm Catholic and all that, and I believe that when I die I go to heaven and all that, so I believe in an afterlife.
I think this experience might sort of open my mind to the supernatural. I've never had any sort of experience with that side of things at all.
I'm quite cynical on whether I believe in ghosts or not, so we'll see if I do after tonight.
I believe in it, so I'm like, come on, prove it to me that I'm right.
I'm actually quite wanting to be scared. I'm really wanting to see the ghosts and to feel the ghosts there.
Well, in a way I want to experience something, but in another way I kind of don't, so I'm a bit half and half at the minute. It's just really exciting, and I think it would be a great experience for us all.
The Saturdays are arriving at their first chilling location. They may seem quite calm now, but within minutes, all of this could change. The first of tonight's locations is the kitchen block. Here, there have been countless reports of paranormal activity. Staff have run out screaming in fear. Voices have been heard, and people have even suffered physical attacks.
Good evening, ladies.
Hello.
Welcome to this fantastic manor.
Thank you.
What do you think of it?
It's a bit cold.
Yeah?
It's smelly. Yeah, it's cold as well.
Very big as well.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like you're worried about the smell and
Yeah.
the cold, but you're not worried about ghosts or anything like that.
We are.
Yeah.
I think we're all quite scared of being in the dark. I think
That's the main
Yeah.
It's not dark
yet with these lights on and everything.
Well, it's the wrong show for you to be in. Now listen, let me introduce you to a gentleman that knows a little bit about this building, knows a lot about this building, so he can give you a little bit of history and tell you about what sort of things have gone on here. Russell, come on in, join us. Hi. So come on then, tell us what's been going on here.
Well, I've been doing the maintenance in the building for quite a few years. I was sceptical to start with, but the things I've found have convinced me that it is haunted. I've had slaps around the back of the head, which have knocked my pencils clean out in front, and it's just dropped because it hasn't gone downwards. It's gone a good arm's length away from me.
Oh no.
But they're all friendly things to me, but I'm a bloke, they're nice. But the girls that worked here, they wouldn't come down with dungeons on their own.
Really?
To
Dungeons today?
Yeah. Well, I call them dungeons, but they're actually the same.
What used to happen down there in the dungeons then?
Oh, like I've come out of there plenty of times thinking, right, home time, get up to the top, switch the lights off, and then you think, oh, I left my radio on. Back down the bottom to turn it off, and the sound stops when you're going halfway down there, and no radio's on.
Oh no. Oh god.
And it's just talking things. I've heard things like crashes on the floors upstairs where I thought it's the old folks falling out of their wheelchairs, and knowing that the ladies or the workers aren't going to be there with them, I've come up to see if I can help out. No one at all where I've heard the sound coming from. They've all